Morning, and yes, New Year's, same you question. It's Elizabeth Smith here from the Guru Co, wishing you a very good morning with another one of our cameo sets. And again, hope you get lots from it. Please let me know. So yes, it's all about, as I said last week, the end of the year coming. And you know, it's something that's troubled me over and over again is the idea of New Year and then everyone feeling quite flat after all the celebrations. There's this great hype, isn't there? And then flat as a pancake. So so for me it's about these New Year's resolutions that we all trip ourselves up with, don't we? We think it's amazing ideas that we just sort of trip off the tongue. This is what I'm going to do next year. Which is great, and there's no right and wrong here, but my interest is in the concept of New Year. And the reason being is if you know, you hear people say all the time, well, I'll start in the new year, or, oh, well, I'm not going to bother this year, but I will start next year. I'll start, whatever it is, I'm going to put all my efforts in next year. Oh, New Year's only round the corner, as if it's hidden, as if we don't know anything about it, as if it's a gift that's under the tree that we haven't unwrapped yet, or someone else is going to give us, and yet it's ours. It's all ours, and it is what we're going to make of it. So if I asked you just to recall an event over the last year and sort of take your mind right back to it, and it could be a significant one, just hold that just for a moment and then draw on a piece of paper. When you get a moment, when you have coffee or something today, just draw on a blank piece of paper a continuous line, which would give you 2017. All right, there's your 2017 from the 1st of January till, obviously we haven't finished yet, but to the 31st of December. And on there, plot that significant place. And then plot another line, which is 2018. And I'd be really interested to know how you put that onto the paper, because many, many, many times, and I've done this before with others, those two lines are completely separate, as if you are living one life and then you live another life the next day. And my reason for being interested is it is this perception, it is this concept that we have of parallel lives and starting anew. And every time you think about sort of, say, for instance, starting a diet, well, that just sounds like a huge amount of effort. Whereas actually, if you fall off the wagon and you just pick up again, is that a bit easier? When I gave up smoking, I'd have the odd cigarette and then think, okay, well, I'll just keep going and I'll start again in a few days' time. But that always seemed a much bigger and uphill struggle. So I'm not saying, like I said, that this is right or wrong. What I'm saying is could this be the reason, the split lives or the starting and stopping, be a reason for potentially minimizing your successes or minimizing your journey and moving forward? Maybe could it be the reason why you don't reach your goals, as in your New Year's resolutions? It's just a thought. So my question to you at the moment is, what might happen if you chose to see the new year as just another day on the end of the calendar? So your year didn't finish on the 31st of December. However, your new day starts the following day, with being the 1st of January. And then you could see it much, much further on, a bit like living in Norfolk, you get onto those straight Roman roads and you can see for miles. But if you can see for miles, you know what's coming. You can see for miles, so therefore you could know actually what all the different stages are. Would that be an easier way of planning your goals, planning your success rate, planning life, really? So thinking about that, what might you just be able to develop if you did see this, if you did choose this, ask yourself over the next few days, would this make a difference? How might this make a difference? Potentially, you know, those New Year's resolutions that you've been thinking about, could that be plotted onto that timeline of a continuum? So just the 1st of January just comes after the 31st of December. If you started thinking like that, it's just a shift of thought. And if it doesn't work for you, that's great. It's absolutely fine. If it does work for you, let me know and keep going with it. It's certainly something that works for me. It gives me a much clearer direction of where I'm going in my business and my career and my general life. Whichever way it happens, I congratulate you for showing flexibility, for showing interest. It's way more than most people do. And just by doing that, I know your future will be more successful, just because you dared to step outside of your familiar life. If you think of anybody that might benefit from this, please do share my videos. I hope you got something out of it. And there is a second part to this, because the second part is actually talking about next year and what it might hold for you and how to get the best out of it. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.